Hi everyone, I'm Kayla and welcome back to our Ag Bag series. This is the second video in the series and today we're going to be making our seed germination necklaces. In this project we'll be using a corn and a soybean seed, and both of those are included in your Ag Bag. Actually, all the materials that you'll need to do this project are included in your Ag Bag. If you have not yet been to our office to stop in and get your Ag Bags, please do. I'm available on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30, so stop on in and get these Ag Bags and join in. We'll be doing videos throughout the rest of the month of July to follow along and do more projects. Farmers in Iowa are the country's largest producers for corn and soybeans, and they germinate in the ground the exact same way that they're going to be germinating in our seed germination necklaces. So by doing this project, you're going to be able to watch the whole germination process that would normally take place underground, which is really cool. Now the farmers, when they plant these, they care for these plants until when they put them in the ground, up until they harvest in the fall. So when you're out and about, you might have seen, just stepping outside, looking in the fields, that the corn plants are really tall and the soybean plants are looking full. And that's what these tiny little seeds that we're going to be looking at today, that's what they turn into. So I'm going to show you, this is how small the corn seed is. And this is how small the soybean seed is. So with the proper care that the farmers give, they turn into those amazing plants, which is very important because corn and soybeans are used to make many everyday items that we see. They can be found in plastics, in corn chips, in cake, and they can even be used to feed our livestock and made into biofuels. So they're very important to us. So let's get started with the project. Reach into your Ag Bags and pull out your seed germination necklace instruction sheet. It's this yellow one. You can use that to follow along. I'll also be reading instructions aloud too. Okay, and then pull out your Ziploc bag with all your seed germination necklace materials inside. So the first thing, open it up. You'll have your jewelry bag, and inside are the water beads. They're really tiny. And the first step on the instruction sheet, it says to soak the water beads in water for 6 to 10 hours to allow them to expand. I did this project about a week ago, and when I soaked my water beads, it only took them about 4 hours, so it might not take that long. Just keep an eye on them, put them in a cup of water, and watch them, allow them to expand. They're probably not going to take the 6 to 10 hours like the instructions say, but when they reach the desired size, just go ahead and drain them with a strainer, and then you can start your project. If you haven't soaked your water beads yet, go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and soak them for a few hours and then come back and we'll finish the project. And the next thing that's in your bag, you'll need your black yarn to make the necklace. And then we'll have 1 corn and 1 soybean seed. Okay, now there is 2 of each in here, so if you want to do this project again, there's enough materials inside that you can do it again too. Okay, so the next step is to take out your jewelry bag, open it up after your water beads have soaked. I'm going to use about 4. Okay, you'll have more than that, but I'm going to use about 4. So plop them in here in your jewelry bag. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, shake them down in there really good. Okay, so there they are in the jewelry bag. And next, take 1 corn and 1 soybean seed. So I have my corn seed. I'm going to pop it in here. And then I have my soybean seed. Put it in there, okay? Push them down in there together. It should look something like this. And then seal your bag. All right, now, next, take your black yarn, unroll it a little bit, and if you need to tie a knot at the end, you can, to kind of create a loop. And ask mom and dad for help if you need to, but loop it through the jewelry bag. There's a hole in the jewelry bag, loop it through there, and we're going to create a necklace. All right, so it's going to look something like this, and you put it around your neck. All right, Okay, so now in order for these seeds to germinate, they need to have moisture and they need to have warmth. So the water beads are going to provide the moisture that they need, and then by wearing them around your neck, your body is going to provide the warmth, so they'll start to germinate, and you'll be able to watch that process. Now this isn't going to happen right away. You're going to have to wait a few days. Just keep watching them every day. If you want to, you can take pictures. You can write down in a journal what you see, any changes that are made. It's going to take a few days, so just be sure to be patient. I did mine a little over a week ago. I did one just so I can show you what they're going to look like. So this is what they look like. This one here, this is the corn seed, and this one is the soybean seed. You can see that they're a lot bigger. I will show you side by side what the seeds looked like when we started. Okay, so yep, this is the corn. This is what it looks like after about a week of being in the seed germination necklaces, and this is the soybean seed. So after your seeds have germinated, you can either just stop the project. You've already experienced quite a bit of fun, so you can stop there if you want to, but a next step is to go ahead and plant your seeds in cups of soil, and then you can watch them grow even more after that. Okay, so I did not include your soil in your cups because this is an optional step. So you want to go ahead and just find some cups at home, go outside. I used normal potting soil out of my flower pots. So I have 2 cups. I'm going to put my corn in 1 cup and my soybean seed in another, and I'm gonna label them so I don't forget which one is which. So here's my corn. And here's my soybean, okay? So by planting them in this cup, if you leave them in their necklaces after they germinate like mine did, if you leave them in your necklaces, they're not going to grow much further than that. You're not going to get to watch the process. So if you want to see that, plant them in these cups and you'll get to see them grow out of the ground just like they do in the fields with the farmers. They won't get as tall as you see outside because they need a little bit more space than this, but they'll still grow in the cup, and you'll be able to see. Next week we're going to be doing the project on the parts of the corn and soybean plants too. So you'll be able to see the growth, and it'll kind of go along with that lesson as well. So I'm going to flip the camera again and show you how I plant them in the cups. Okay, so let's start with the corn seed. Go in your cup and start to dig a hole with your fingers. Not too deep, but you want to make sure that the corn seed gets covered, okay? Okay, so I have my hole dug, as you can see. And take your corn seed, plop it in the cup, get it there, try to get it in the center, and then just cover it back up. Okay, and do the same with the soybean, okay? So we're going to dig a hole, okay? Take the seed, drop it in, and cover it up. Okay, now after this, you want to check on them every single day. Make sure that you give them water if they need it, but don't give them too much water. You don't want there to be standing water inside your cup, because if they have too much, they won't grow well. But if they don't have enough, they won't grow very well either. So just check your soil every day. You can look at it, see if it's dry. You can also touch it. And if it feels dry, then go ahead and add more water. So I'm going to grab a water bottle here. And just add just a little bit of water. And see how it sinks down in there? That is about the perfect amount. Okay, there's no standing water, but the soil looks nice and moist. And we're gonna add over here as well. And it'll sink down in there. Okay. Okay, so after we finished planting our corn and soybean seeds, we're just going to continue to check on them every day, give them water if they need. And once you start to see changes, once you start to see them growing up out of the soil, Be sure to write down what you see, or you can draw pictures, or you can take pictures. Whatever you decide to do, however you decide to record what you see, show them to me. You can drop them in the comments below, or you can send them to me. You can have mom or dad send them to me if you want to, and we can post them so everybody else can see them as well. As soon as mine starts to show changes too, I'm going to show you guys. So I'll post them here. So make sure to keep a lookout on Facebook. I'll show the changes that mine make too. So if you have any other questions or any comments or anything like that, just feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'll also have my contact information listed above, so you can reach out to me that way as well. So stay tuned. Next Tuesday, we're going to show another video. We're going to talk about the parts of a corn and soybean seed or soybean plant, and I will show you the progress that mine and the cups have made as well. All right, so I hope you guys had fun, and I'll talk to you later.